Hey guys, it's your boy back again. And this time we're back with the second ranked team in the AFC South, which is going to be the Texans for me. Because, well, first of all, we're going to start with the quarterback position. That's definitely going to be a positive. Deshaun Watson really emerged last year and has a pretty good rating from it. He's got good all around accuracies now. Decent 80 for a short accuracy. You'll still be able to upgrade that though because he's so young. Already pretty good medium and real good deep. They gave him like an 81 deep. He's a mobile quarterback. He has 84 speed. He definitely will be able to develop for you. So I think he's going to be the future quarterback. You definitely won't have to worry about replacing him. So if you can upgrade him, he'll definitely be one of the best quarterbacks in your franchise, and you definitely won't have to worry about the quarterback position. Moving on to running backs here. I mean, they have Lamar Miller, who I like, but he is getting up there in age. The running backs is a little shaky because, I feel like you're probably going to need to replace it before the rebuild because your main guy is getting a little older, Lamar Miller. They drafted a guy last year, but he's only like a 75 overall, Devonta Foreman, I think. But Lamar Miller is getting older, and he's more of a speed back. If I was playing with the Texans, I would have in mind you kind of want to be more of like a power run type of team that can also pass. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. Or if you want to stay at speed, you can do that, but you already have kind of a lot of speed at the receiver, so having some power in the run game with read option and stuff would probably be good. So if I was playing with the Texans, I would definitely look to get a new running back from free agency, trade, or the draft. So that's probably going to be a negative for me for the Texans on running back. Oh man, and then when you talk about wide receiver, it's just nasty for the Texans for Madden. You got DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best receivers in the Madden game and the NFL, but Madden, one of the best ratings. He's got like a 95 overall. Really good for Madden. He's going to be insanely good for you. That Deshaun Watson connection with him should be good, but then it gets even better when you go to your second guy and you have Will Fuller, who emerged last year with Deshaun Watson throwing him the ball. He's a speed threat for you. If you can upgrade his catching, he'll be nasty because he's already really fast and he's already good. So him paired with DeAndre Hopkins is going to be really good. The only thing you might have to upgrade is slot, but they still have some good slot guys. So I would say receiver should be good for your whole rebuild. The only thing you might have to upgrade is slot, but definitely your number 1 and 2 receiver should be good if you're able to keep them and sign them, but that's going to be a really good receiving core there, so that's going to be a positive for him. And then we're going to be talking about tight ends here. They really don't have anything too special at the tight end position. That's definitely probably going to be a negative for me. Not much to say here other than it needs upgraded. So, yeah, just look to upgrade that through the draft or whatever. But yeah, definitely a negative and needs to be replaced as soon as possible. Moving on. Moving on to the tackles here. We're going to take a look at their tackles. To be honest, their tackles are not that good at all. So you're going to need to replace those. They traded away excuse me, I can't freaking talk. Holy crap. Alright. They traded away Dwayne Brown to Seattle, which was their really only good left tackle. They probably figured since Deshaun Watson had done good without him, that why keep him around, but they really don't have a left tackle or right tackle. You're going to need to replace that, so that's going to be... This is the main reason I have the Texans ranked at the number 2 position instead of number 1. It's going to be their offensive line issue, so definitely tackle is going to need to be replaced for them, so that's definitely going to be a negative. All right, moving on here. Moving on to the interior offensive linemen. They got Zach Fulton from Kansas City. He's nothing special. He's a decent pass blocking guard. But again, he's not anything special. The problem you're running into here, okay, so the guard they signed, you probably won't need to replace Zach Fulton. I'm pretty sure he's a left guard. But you're going to need to replace your center and right guard. So their offensive line is in a full-fledged on rebuild. That's what's going to be tough about the Texans. You're given a quarterback. You're starting with a decent running back, wide receivers. The offensive line is a mess, though. You're just going to have to go in and replace that somehow. So definitely offensive line is the weakest link for the Texans. You're going to need to try fix pieces here and there when you can, but that's going to be the biggest weakness for the Texans. Moving on to the next position. Taking a look at the end position here, you obviously have J.J. Watt, who I think when he's healthy, he is the best pass rusher in the NFL and Madden, but as you can see, as I pointed out there, his injury rating is very low, and by very low, I mean for an elite player, that is extremely low. 79. So that's what I'm worried about. I mean, if it's anything like Madden 18, injuries are going to play a huge role in Madden. So, like, 79 overall injury, are you kidding? He could be injured on any play. It's really going to be bad. That's a tough one considering how elite he is. You're definitely going to have to upgrade that. I don't know if you can manually upgrade it either. So injuries, since they implied that new upgrade system, injuries are going to be really, key. That's just going to be tough. So that's going to be bad. I mean, he's going to have injury concerns, most certainly. 100% he's going to have injury concerns. So I would get a backup just in case. Right end, you probably will need to upgrade at some point. But if J.J. Watt's healthy, it's definitely going to be a huge positive. But as of right now, I'm going to have to say it's a negative just because of how much of an injury concern this is going to be. But moving on to the next position. Moving on to the defensive tackle position here, you got DJ Reader, who, as you can see here, his ratings are pretty good. He's got good strength, and he's going to really fit into that 3-4 defense Bill O'Brien likes to run. He's got good run-stopping ability. You're not really going to need him to be a pass rusher for you, which is good. So if you don't want a pass-rushing defensive tackle, more of a run-stopper, he's going to be perfect, especially if your elite pass rushers are healthy. He should really be able to play good for you. That 3-4 defense, he has good strength, he's a good run-stopper, he has good power. So definitely he's going to be a good position. I'd look to keep him around. So that's definitely going to be a positive. Looking at the outside linebacking core here for the Texans, that's really good. Jadeveon Clowney really emerged last year when J.J. Watt got hurt as an elite player. He showed why he was elite. Really like him as a pass rusher in that 3-4 defense. He's going to be really good for you. Especially his hit power is going to be really freaking good. When he hits a quarterback, you're going to fumble probably 7 out of 10 times. He's got decent zone coverage, good tackling, run-stopping ability. His finesse move to get around the tackle is going to be good. But then you go to the other side and you have Whitney Merciless, who is also no joke to talk about. He's really good for finesse. Your outside linebackers are going to be real good finesse guys to get around the tackles for pass rushing. The only concern for Whitney Merciless is he is getting up there in age, so you might need to replace him by the time this rebuild's done. But Jadeveon Clowney should definitely last you and be one of your most elite players. But all around, this is going to be a positive for the outside linebacking core. You're going to be able to get to the quarterback immediately, and you should leave an impact that is really good for rushing the quarterback. Moving on here. Looking at the middle linebacking core here, this is kind of like a position of question. Like, I like your two middle linebackers for the 3-4. They're fast, they can tackle. It's just going to be whether or not you keep them based on how you can upgrade them. I think you probably will be able to upgrade them to 85-ish overall, maybe a little higher. I definitely feel like they can be there throughout your whole rebuild. I like them as a I just like both of them. I think you can upgrade them to be a great duo at that middle linebacker 3-4. So I like that position. I think you'll be able to keep them together. They already have good tackling and good speed for that position, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So I really like them there at that position. Alright, taking a look at the cornerback position, I mean, it's one of the worst, I would say. I mean, it's not like real bad, but it's not good. It's definitely one of the worst positions. Well, it's between that and the offensive line on the worst positions on their team, but it's not good. It needs to be upgraded. If your highest cornerback is that old, he's like about 40, you probably got a problem. Cornerback needs to be revamped, but I really like to do that with rebuilds. I like to build the cornerback position myself, so it should be fun. I like doing that, so you should have some fun upgrading and rebuilding the cornerback position. So that's definitely going to be a negative. Needs to be fixed immediately. Really, all three corners, your starting, your second, and your nickel, need to be replaced, but I actually like doing that personally. So it should be fun for you, considering all the other positives you have, but that's definitely going to be a big negative for the Texans. And then we're going to move on to the safety position here. And, I'm a little freaking jealous that the Texans got Honey Badger. Because I'm a Chiefs fan and a Panthers fan. Alright? Don't judge me. I have an AFC team and an NFC team. But anyway, I got off topic. The Honey Badger is really going to help out that safety core, considering their defensive back group is not good. Andre Hall and the Honey Badger, I mean, that's a nasty safety core. Probably, I'd put it in the best in the NFL, seeing how Cam Chancellor's probably not going to return to Seattle. He's probably retired. And with Earl Thomas's future unknown there, definitely one of the better safety groups. I mean, you got Honey Badger, who's like a prototype safety. He can play any position. They even sometimes would move him down into nickel, and I would suggest probably doing that, considering you have no good cornerbacks. You could move him down to play nickel defense cornerback, or you can put him on tight ends. He could line up with Gronk well. Then Andre Hall is really a field-to-field safety from each end. He's fast. They're both fast. They can hit. They got good tackling, good coverage. I like them as a safety. Definitely going to be a positive. You should be able to keep Honey Badger throughout your whole rebuild, and that's definitely going to be a positive. So altogether, the Texans, they'd be a good team to pick. The injury concerns for J.J. Watt are a question. You should be able to upgrade Deshaun Watson. Biggest needs, offensive line and cornerback position needs to be rehauled and revamped immediately. You're going to have to do something with that. But that's going to do it. Texans are the number 2 AFC South team, so that means that the Jags are number 1, and I'll be making a video on them next. If you guys are enjoying, please hit that sub button for your boy. Alright? If you're a Texans fan and you hit that sub button, the Texans are going to make the playoffs, alright? I said it. And you can come back to me next year when they do and thank me after hitting that sub button. I'll see you guys next episode. Peace out.